Hey everyone, this is Kev Prime or X Kev Prime X, however you want to address me. Today I am going to be talking on the one card that I absolutely adore before I get into the summary of my revamp of my artifact deck once again. Instead of having Ulamog, I'm having this card, Emrakul, the Promised End, with flying trample 1313, and it costs one less for each card amongst cards in your graveyard. Yep, you heard it, amongst cards. That is crazy. Okay, and this part, whenever you cast it, yes, cast it, not put it in the field, you can gain control of your opponent's turns. And I did it in 4 games, and opponents were more likely to concede. And I only had one opponent did not, yes, did not concede at that point until I got rid of the creature. And it's also immune to instant spells. So anything that's instant, including Sell the Wreckage, it doesn't work against it. Like, Sell the Wreckage, but it still works on destroys, like Doomscar, Settle of the Whatevers, when you draw a card, whatever. It doesn't have indestructible or anything like that. It's just it's immune to instant spells, which is funny. And however, it still can compromise the cost your turn, because you get a turn suspension, which means the opponent takes the extra turn after you take the opponent's turn. That's what this card basically does. If it's got good cards, you can waste them, or you can just waste their cards so you can jeopardize them. This card is a player manipulation card. It's the only card that you can actually manipulate your opponent, and that is bloody awesome. And it is within those 10 years I've seen since in paper. It is the most brutal eldrazi cards played back in those old days. And there's other eldrazi that I like as well, but Emrakul is definitely one of my highlights to play. And even though it's not going to be a 4 copy, I'm going to put 1 copy of Emrakul just to get luck out of it. And I might give the perfect demonstration today of showing this card, because Emrakul is not only the biggest creature, and despite the counter spelling, it still won't affect the fact that the opponent will still get turn manipulated, even if it's casted from your hand, even if it's for free. And no matter how many expensive it goes, this creature is way more better, in my opinion, than ulamog, even though it doesn't kill opponent faster, but because it has flying and trample, because trample is just way colossal for me to not to only it's the biggest magic in my opinion. And some that I highlighted that I've said I brewed on Emrakul, saying the Eldrazi is not magic. Well, anything is magic in my opinion. If you think life gay is magic, it's not. It's not about gaining life, because gaining life is way too much to make it so convoluted that people play life game way too much. And life gain is not magic. It's just you're just gaining life, and the bigger the creatures or the bigger the damage, the more you're wasting your time with them to invest any other types of permanents that you put into your deck, even for over 60 sizes. And I'll show one of the examples later. And okay, so now we're finished with Emrakul and the life gain rent. Let's get to the artifacts. I want to highlight one of the Eldrazi's that I might wanted to put instead of ulamog, because even though ulamog is pretty inconsistent for a colorless deck for now, for me, because I don't really like the consistent curve when you put 4 ulamogs in now, because it's pretty inconsistent right now. And even though you can only exile 20 cards from libraries, which takes the advantage away from the opponent, I thought I wanted to add a Kozilek, or Kozilek, if I said that right, Kozilek, the Great Distortion. Like, if you cast it and you have less than 7 cards, then you can draw into that difference, like to 7, and it's got menace. And whenever an opponent casts any amount of mana cost of spells, you can discard a card, and you can pay, and you can use that to pay. That way to discard one of your big cards, so you can discount away yourself from using counter spells, which saves some blues. So like, if you discount, like, if opponent is using a Paradise Druid and you discard a Guardian Idol, and then it's just, counterspell, boom. And if an opponent has one of them reconfiguration donkeys that makes you prevent you from winning games, then you can just discard, like, Forsaken a Moment, and boom, counter that. And same with Platinum Angel. If you got like Ugin, boom. So yeah, this card is actually very good. And it is actually a historic card. And the other one I also want to highlight is possibly not not the Fort Seer. Even though opponent gets a card advantage, it's this one, the Matter Shaper, because whenever that one dies, you can reveal the top card from your library and you can put it to the battlefield. And if it was permanent, that's 3 or less, like the Mirror Box, Karn's Silex, Guardian Idol, and the Snow Artifact. Then you can put it into the battlefield, or you can put it into the hand, So that one, and my favorite one, Internal Scrooge. Whenever it becomes a target, it gets instantly exiled, and you can play it from exile, even for free colorless. That is a good Eldrazi, and it is a historic card, and it was actually one of the good tournament played paper cards. And yeah, I remember those good days from Eldrazi post Theros. And yeah, so I thought I was gonna add this guy, the 12/12, but with Emrakul, it's probably the only one copy I'm gonna add. But I'm not just gonna use my wild cards for this. So pretty much, this is what I have rebrewed, or should I say, re-art-mastered to art nasty. That's why I want to make things nasty. Okay, so we got 2 cold steel heart two guardian idols, a Karn selects, two mirror boxes, two Karn Cyanos Urzar, and God Creator, and we also got the Ethereum engines, two of them, four gateway portals, three Forsaken Moments, and a bootlegger stash. And what that does, whenever it enters the field, you can tap your any land, and it convert, and you can make it into an artifact, treasure token, so which is a good one. And we got a Tezzeret, Master of the Bridge. Like, if you have that and you make many treasure tokens, you're gonna make Tezzeret way more powerful, and most of your spells will be absolutely for free. And that's why I like about Tezzeret, Master of the Bridge. The more artifacts you control, the less amount of colorless that it's going to cost you. The amount of many artifacts you control, regardless how many you control. Okay, and we got two planar bridges, uh, two world spells, four Ugin, and one Emrakul, of course. And of course, Emrakul will be the only one copy that I'm gonna add. And the lands I've got are and they are my exact good lands. But the lands I like keeping is two Nomax hand size, uh, Calm Bastion to increase proliferation, eight Scry lands, four all colors of land, and yeah, pretty much all colorless lands. And don't bother suggesting me about Blast Zone, because Blast Zone does absolute jack all. Because Khan Silex really is the better version than Blast Zone. Because Blast Zone is just like it costs for permanent for the exact equality of it. And let's go to the sideboard. And for the sideboard for Khan Creator, we got a Chaos Wand to start with, in case the opponent has like instants or anything like that, or sorceries. You can play that until the end of turn, and if you don't, it goes to exile. So I played a lot of aggro decks of Boros, Prismatic, Demir, Mono Green, and Mono White, and Mono Blue that have instants and sorceries that were like that. So that's why I added Chaos Wand, and to replace some of the expensive artifacts for it. And Helm of Host. So yeah, don't tell me why I don't have a spare copies of Helm Host, because I've only got one copy of Helm Host, just to duplicate anything in case. So I'm not gonna bother. Not gonna bother with reason. My favorite artifact as well is Mind's Eye, because Mind's Eye, whenever an opponent casts a spell, opponent you can pay one colorless mana, and if you do, you can draw a card. So yeah, whenever opponent casts a spell, you can take your card advantage to draw. A Commerce Memorial, nothing new, just to protect yourself from black and red permanents, and your creatures gain first strike, vigilance, and vigilance, flying, and haste. And we get Cityscape Leveler. You can destroy a permanent that opponent controls, and whenever it attacks or you know attacks or casts, and you can destroy a permanent, opponent gets a colorless Power Stone, and they can only cast a non-artifact spell, which is good. But it can be a con for you though if they gain mana advantage. But the way the opponent can't gain mana advantage is Sundering Tyrant, because you can basically destroy a basic land, and whenever it leaves, you could destroy another one. So that is a side advantage for that as well. So I added that one. just to be sure that it can be a very strong way. And one more to add, my favorite, Portal in Phyrexia. And this is where people mostly scoop for this. Because whenever you cast that thing, opponent has to choose by sacrificing 3 creatures. And when it's your upkeep, creatures in opponent's graveyards, it can be converted into a Phyrexian in your control, other than its type originally, and it will gain the same effect that you're controlling right now. And it's actually good, but if opponent has no creatures, then the effect won't work. So Portal Phyrexia works well if you combo it with Forsaken Moment, and if you get enough mana that lucky, then you should able to get Portal in Phyrexia, and opponent has to choose 3 creatures that you might want. Even though if there's so many creatures in the graveyard that opponent has, you can turn the tables. So that is my big, longest summary. Yeah, if you got this far with the longest summary, I say I'm proud. I'm proud of that, to be honest. Okay, so let's get into the games. And this is probably the longest summary I've did. And it's unusual for me to do this. And I never had a long, heated discussion on my summary of my deck. And it's usually 10 minutes, but then 16 minutes. Okay, so let's get to the first game. So face Saphinx. And we are going first, and we're going to keep this hand, because I'm pretty impressed with it so far. No complaints. No, we don't want Mirror Box. We will scry that down. Mono white, what is it? Yep, Life Gay deck. Boring. I've seen so many Life Gay decks. Okay. We've got a Life Gay deck. Okay. Oh no, it's Devotion. It's Devotion. It's a Devotion life game. Life game. Okay. So it's Devotion Life Gay deck. So that's unusual archetype. So it's a Devotion White Life Gay deck. Okay, so that's 4 for the cleric. And opponent goes instantly aggressive because he's either not human or anything like that. Okay, so we play the engine. So this one's going to be a problem. If opponent's gaining too much life. Okay. So that's 6 toughness. That's no surprise. Yep, I'm dead. I'm dead in the next turn. So I'm dead in the next turn, so I know what will happen. Even though when it comes to 7, it will be 11, and whenever it gains 2 more life, yep, I'm dead. So I'm already know I'm dead. So this one's not much of a surprise to me. Opponent's deck is more like Pulpus Meal. Even though he didn't have rare cards, which is a surprise. So he's more like Pulpus Meal, in my opinion. Okay, Bravo 840. You're next. Okay, we'll keep this hand. We'll play this land. Oh, it's elves, eh? Elvies. Okay, let's go from green. because we're gonna get a will spell. Okay, opponent's got way too many excessive mana. Oh, so he's Sultai. Okay, so he's Sultai. So he's not elves. So he's Sultai. Okay. We'll put you on the top. We're gonna put for sake of a moment. He's shocked. He's using Bullet Citadel. We'll get a Scryland because we need it. Karn. Okay. So we'll play this. So let's see. He's played a land, shock a land. Shockland again. Gay Blessing. Mind Desire of Boredom. Not surprised. Not surprised. This is boring, 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 and I'm not really that shocked. The fungal, not that surprised. Growth Spiral, not surprised. Yeah, not surprised using 9 copies of Mind Desire. Not surprised, not surprised, not surprised, not surprised, not surprised, not surprised. And he's got like 25 cards. Oh, he's taking an extra turn. Is that what he was desiring to look for? Just to take extra turns. And he's continuing to play more land. And this is not surprising, to be honest. So he's storming way more, and he's got like 20 cards left. Yeah, let's scoop, because this is so boring. Opponent should have attacked me, so I'm bored. To be honest, I was gonna see the whole of it, but this is getting way too boring right now. I'm not really happy on this one, to be honest, because I thought this was an elf tribal deck, Sultai control, but it's not. It's a ramp. Like, this is the most convoluted, one-sided, laziest match I've ever seen in my life. He could have sacked the 10 permanents that he controlled to kill me at the end of the next 2 turns. Because if he would have swung, then sacrificed the Citadel and sacrificed the other permanents, then he would have killed me. but he just wasted approximately 3 to 4 minutes in one turn. I mean, how fucking ridiculous is that? I'm sorry. I don't respect people like that. Like, if you take too long in 3 or 4 turns, that's where I'm just gonna be bored and you have no respect for me. I'm sorry. Okay, so let's get on with the next game. Let's move on. And what's the size of this one? Yep, over 140 cards. So that's nothing new. And it's not really a match. 140 cards. It doesn't any deck size that's at least over 80, you're not my match. Okay, so let's play Cold Steel Heart. Let's make it green. Okay. Let's see what the opponent has done for Azorus control. What's he gonna play? What's that? Okay, let's get the creator and watch us fear. That's why it's called. Let's get the portal to Phyrexia. So let's get that. Oh, he's a fly tribal. He's got vampire. So he's not really I think he's a Jets guy. So yeah, go kill Karn, I don't care. Because I got the artifact that I want. And let's get Forsaken one moment. Even if you counterspell it, I'm gonna use another one. Okay, opponent, let's see what you got. Okay. An island. Let's get Guardian Idol. Let's get the stash. And let's get a treasure token. I wonder what will happen when I draw. Did the opponent seriously scoop because I'm gonna make so many treasure tokens? I was thinking that he had Lofty Denial. Okay, whatever the card is, Barson, blah 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 blah. I don't know what that is, blah 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 blah. Okay, but still, I did not expect my opponent to scoop because I think he had Lofty Denial. He could have countered spelled, but I wasn't really sure what the opponent was playing because I know he had counter spells. But was it for white or it was just plain blue? Okay, so opponent's got green. We don't need land. Okay, so let's see what the opponent's playing. Let me guess. It's mono green elementals. No, we don't need Silex. We don't need that. We'll get Guardian Idol. Ren. Okay. I mean, nobody has even liked Ren. This Ren. This Ren is rubbish. The emblem is not that good, but why would you want to have that one that has emblem that you can play from your forest to your graveyard? I mean, that makes no sense to me. I don't like this Planeswalker because I like Koth on the mono red one because it should be a mythic in my opinion, but as a rare, his emblem's way better. Because whenever you get that emblem, if a mountain has been played into the field, you can deal 4 damage, just like a similar emblem whenever a red spell has been played by Chandra of the Flames. She gets the emblem of any red spells that's been played. You can deal 5 damage. It's like a deadly combination. But I'm not really that surprised what the opponent is going to play, because I am going to exile everything. But the only thing that's not going to be exiled, though, is his 6th land. Why aren't you killing my Karn? How aggressive. Why aren't you killing my Karn? I don't get it. You have not even killed my Karn. I don't understand. Okay, so let's exile everything. Let's put 1 loyalty counter. Yeah, we're not going to put the portal in yet. Sisima. Okay. So you get Sisima Goreclaw. That's good. Because I'm going to destroy it. And you're going to get a Power Stone. Okay, so we play him. So we get rid of Sisima. There you go. And let's get rid of... Let's put Forsaken in the field. And deal 10 damage to the opponent. And I got my life recovered back to where it was. Here you go, opponent. Enjoy yourself. Yep. Okay, let's get rid of it. Okay, so we'll play Portal to Phyrexia. Opponent can't get this creature now. Okay, and we'll deal 3 to him. And we'll put a +1 on Forsaken again. And, yeah, GG to opponent. Not gonna lie. Yep, and then boom. Just use Tezzeret, boom, and dead. But I do want to look at Ren for a minute. It's meh. In my opinion, Nissa That Shakes the World is way better than that version of Ren. I don't like this Ren. This Ren is absolutely boring. The other Ren that has an emblem that you have no maximum hand size, and even though it can be a suicide, because your deck can be empty for nothing for that. But yeah, I faced an emblem of Ren of that before, in the different Ren version, and I'm facing nobody. Okay, this is a very, very difficult hand. I might gamble this hand while the opponent is still thinking. I might be thinking hard as well. So I think with two Ugins and Emrakul, I may not able to cast Emrakul from the hand. Even though I got 3 land, let's keep it and see if we'll get Guardian Idol or the Stone. Oh, there we go. That's perfect. We are in good perfection. This is perfect. All right. An aggressive mono white. Let's see what it is first. Is it a counter +1 bland mechanic? Let's see. Oh, I really hate this. This stupid equipment. I swear to God. I really don't like it when people play that crap. It's absolutely retarded. Well, I'm gonna wipe it. Why are you saying good game for? It's not even over. If you think that's over, you're sadly mistaken, opponent. If you think that's over, and I got 9 life, you are sadly mistaken, opponent. Sorry. Okay, so let's exile everything. Sorry, opponent, you made yourself a big mistake. Because if you're gonna think you're gonna say good game because you won the game, you are sadly mistaken. And now he's gonna go AFK to be salty at this point, because he knows he can't do nothing at this point just to play 2 or 1 spells, which he'll probably get from his hand again. Even though he had that stupid cleave, the angel of whatever, just to increase the amount of life. So he's a life gain. He's a life gain aggro deck. So there's nothing much to expect about him. So he can stall all he wants. Because I know he's watching. And watching. And watching. And watching. So in my assumption, I'm just going to keep hitting the opponent. But before I do that, I might play the engine in this turn when the timer runs out. So I can just wait all day, because I know the opponent is salty at this point. Okay, so Guardian Idol. Okay, so we'll smack the opponent. And we'll play Emrakul. Now you can't do nothing. It's immune to instants. So what are you gonna do now? Emrakul is in. Okay. See if opponent's casting another 2 spell, and I might exile that as well. And then he'll be down to 4. Or he'll be down to... Yep, he scooped. He knew what was gonna happen. That was just a no-brainer. I knew that was gonna happen very easily. So I was not really much surprised in this match, to be honest. Even though the opponent literally found out that I had Ugin in my hand with the portal. But Here's a word of advice. Never say GG, because you may get your aggro decks out of you know, your aggro decks will turn the tables. So it's all magic. And if you think Eldrazi is not magic, there's something wrong with you. Because any type of magic is magic. We got Emrakul again. Nope. This curve is bad. Okay, so we are gonna drop. I think we'll drop the bridge. Yeah, we'll drop the bridge. Oh, the Silex. Okay. Karn. We'll get you. What the thingamajig is that? Let's cry again. Okay. We'll get a green color. A car. So you get a car. Okay. So the opponent has a car. Here's Karn Silex. We get that. And next, opponent gets Vessel of whatever the thingamajig it is. He's got Emrakul as well. Okay, so we both got Emrakul. This is interesting. I like this. So not only I have it, the opponent has it as well. Okay, so we get Chaos Wand. Okay, let's see what the opponent's getting. Ooze. So opponent is opponent gonna use the car? So he's gonna destroy that. Well, that's nothing new, to be honest, because I'm gonna play the Chaos Wand in this turn. But if I get a good card, I'm gonna play the Portal. Actually, we'll play the Forsaken. Let's get rid of Karn. What should we have? We'll have him. We'll have the 8 instead of the Portal to Phyrexia. Yeah, you're more welcome. Okay, so we'll play that, and let's destroy his enchantment. Or should I say, the car. Let's get rid of the car. Okay, so we're gonna get the Chaos Wand. Okay, so opponent shocks to kill that. That's fine. Yeah, opponent instantly goes aggressive. Opponent goes instantly aggressive like a robot within 0 millisecond. I mean, and he instantly concedes when I can unearth just to destroy his ooze. Oh my god. And not only he has Emrakul, but if I would have destroyed his creature again, then he would have been able to play it within the amongst of types. This opponent. And he's already got like 5 different types, which means he has like 8 colorless. He has like 8 colorless he can play. I mean, opponent is self-assured that he wants to play it instantly, but too bad. It's still funny. I just don't care. It's still funny. I never seen anyone this salty and this aggressive. And no matter what, I will always recover. Okay, so let's get to the next few games. Even though this is roughly nearly 45 minutes, but I really want to get more. I really want to get more games because I really enjoy doing this. Okay, so I'm going first and I'm keeping. Okay, so let's go right first because this one is okay, so we'll keep that. And let's see what it is. Fucking idiot. If there's another mill of 1 or 2 more turns, I'm just gonna concede. Because this one I'm not really a fan of. Mill decks. I will, however, play this on my Celestia Poison deck, but not this one. No. He's got rid of my Emrakul. No. No. I'm definitely not playing this. Going on to the next match, I'm definitely not playing this. Not at all. Okay, next game. This one was easily one of the most boring matches because I'm not a fan of this one. Especially milling over 12 of my cards. Alright, so we're playing Ginger. Okay, so Ginger's going first. And I have to say this hand is impressive, so we'll keep it. Let's cry. Sure. We'll keep that. We'll play the Bastion, and we'll play the Idol. So he's Rakdos. Okay, let's get the engine. Wee! You scooped up like a coward. I mean, come on. Why does my engine perceive you as a threat? My engine is not even the purpose of the main threat of the goddamn game. I mean, come on. And you easily scoop over the engine. That's just stupid. Okay, so I'm not interested what I've got from the win of the card. So let's go and get to another good game because so far the first 2 I've seen are rubbish. Okay, so let's go TP Fishy. And he's going first, and yeah, sure, we'll keep it. Even though this deck has better win on draw, and yep, we can keep that on top. So yeah, I'm pretty impressed already. So let's Let's scry again so we can get a land. Nah. We don't really need another Guardian Idol. Some may think that was that might be a bad idea, but I don't think so. Okay, yep, so he's playing the priest. Okay, so let's get Karn. And we'll increase his loyalty counter. So we're not gonna look in our sideboard yet. So opponent can't draw a card. Okay, so things are not going very comfortable here, so we're gonna get Chaos Wand. So we're gonna play that. Okay, so yep, so far both mana perceptions are 2. What is the opponent doing? Do you know how to take a combat instead of going instantly aggressive? I mean, this is not a clicking button mashing video game, for fuck's sake. What the hell is wrong with you? I mean, okay, this is to all opponents I'm facing and to all of you. If you're just going to click that too fast, I mean, you're just going to make misplays instantly when it comes to combat phases. I mean, how fucking ridiculous all of you are making combat phases less than a millisecond. I mean, piss the fuck out of here. Seriously, piss the fuck off. Why don't you just take time and just make assumptions, like, even if it's going to be a haste creature or whatever, you don't even know what it's going to be expected when it comes to a friggin' you know. I mean, this is so stupid. People who go in combat phase instantly are aggressive as fuck. I'm sorry. I mean, you have no patience, and you seriously have lack of grudge to, you know, I just don't even know what to say now. I know the opponent is dead because I've got so many good stuff in my sleeve. Okay, so we're playing the same cards again, and I'm gonna exile them again. Even though I can't exile his fountain. Okay, so we're gonna copy that spell. We're gonna put 2, and we are going to have Karn, and we're gonna put 2 again, and well, we're gonna have Emrakul. Okay, let's have Emrakul. So opponent's obviously going to draw 2 cards, which is not surprising. Okay, so what you're going to play... Yep, that's not going to stop me from casting Emrakul. So you can do whatever the fuck you want. Because you know I got enough mana for it. Alright, so let's get 2 cards. Let's get... actually, we'll keep that card. I'm just going to cast Emrakul. Actually, I can, because it's a copy. Oops. Okay, so let's cast it. Ah! Oh, fuck yourself, man. Fuck off. Fuck yourself. If you don't want to see Emrakul in play, you're just hindering the fact that you don't even want me to control your turn. This opponent. Aggressive, pathetic, over 100 cards. I mean, come on. If you can't make a 60 size deck, or just at least have a little extra of 60s, I mean, over 100 cards. I mean, come on. Seriously, come on. Is that what you call a match? I don't think so. People who just play over 100 cards, it's just blatantly ridiculous. It's absolutely atrocious. Even though when I play this card, it's pure awesome and insanity. That's why I love it. So far, we have one salty bastard who won't let me experience this card to show my viewers about this card. Oh well, whenever they instantly concede, too bad. Well, there's my win quota. I'll handle these for a while. And let's open the packs and let's see what we got. Oh, okay. Let's see. Pylon, Convoke, Destroy, Target, Creature or Planeswalker, and Surveil 2. And Ancient Imperasor, welcome to Jurassic Disney World. Okay, so that'll be it. And thanks for seeing my art tenacity of Colorless. Even though you never saw that much of Emrakul until now, because that one opponent, the last opponent conceded and not wanted to see that much because I've seen his big salt, even though I paid every single mana, and that's not going to stop me whatsoever. It's never going to stop me. And also, I have not played Tezzeret in this deck either, and Planar Bridge, that's okay. And I was going to play Scion as well, but it does work with many, if you have many artifacts you control. Scion of Urza with the Golem tokens will definitely help you out. And I couldn't include Khan Silex because I know it can definitely nuke everything, but it's best to nuke everything when the opponent has the advantage over you. Even though when it comes to, I would say hexproof tribal, but it won't work for indestructibles though. But yeah, on the other hand, thanks, like, sub, hit the ding dong, take care.